What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time for my first ever Toriko chapter review. And this first chapter is chapter 330. Not the most exciting Toriko chapter to be my first chapter review, but you gotta start somewhere. I love the series. Thought, you know what? There's no anime. Anime's not as good as the manga anyway. I'm gonna review it weekly. It deserves more exposure. Even if I can't give it a ton because I don't have a large subscriber base, but I'll still try. Fake it. I can dream. Anyways, Toriko chapter 330 is basically some world building for the Blue Grill City, which is inside the fucking 10 bajillion kilometer clam, which is fucking ridiculous, but whatever. That was like last chapter or the one before that. Maybe last chapter. But we get Komatsu. His part's pretty simple. He meets up with this kid, and my only complaint about this scene is that it's a kid, so he could get annoying, but so far he isn't. And he has like this thing around his neck that's supposed to like ward off the spirits that come out at night, which look really cool, by the way. I thought the spirits had really crazy, creepy ass, gross designs. Sunny would be in hell, but anyway. So the kid has this thing around his neck, right? And it's supposed to smell really bad and ward them off. And Komatsu's like, hey, it's not the bathroom I was just in that stinks, it's that thing around your neck. And the kid's like, oh, you're right. I'm like, wouldn't you know that the thing around your neck that you wear most likely every day to ward off spirits smells bad? I mean, maybe it's a character gag, maybe I read that wrong, something in the translation, I don't know. You could correct me below. It's just when I read it, which I was a little tired, I'll admit, it seemed like he was like, oh yeah, this thing around my neck smells. Huh, that's fucking weird, I only wear it every day. Like, what the fuck? Okay, but that's a nitpick, that has nothing to do with anything. The more important part of the chapter is, we see the chefs, and they're talking about the whole world and everything, how there's this ecosystem, and there's like the biogenic lighting that dims at night so the shell can rest, the whole clam. That's crazy. They have ecosystems and habitats because this place is so big. They talk about the shell system and how it's basically the star system of the restaurants, and how there's like these 5 top chefs that have 10 shells. Fucking badasses. And we see them at the end of the chapter. Some guy shows up in a mask. We see the masks dude all over the place. There's this one mask dude that looks a lot like Warden Love from the, what's the place called? The Honey? I think it's called Honey Prison? I don't remember. It's got the place with all the crazy seasons where Zebra was. We see someone who looks just like her, but with the mask on, and they're like, who the fuck are you? So that's kind of suspicious. All these dudes with masks, anybody with a fucking mask is shady as fuck right off the bat. You're wearing a fucking mask. You're shady, but we'll see what happens. We see the top 5 chefs. And they have some fucking crazy-ass names. Like, one of them was, like, Condor Window and fucking Picnic Bomber. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did you pull these names from, Mitsutoshi? It doesn't matter, but they're fucking crazy. So, yeah, there's them. They all look good. They all have their own, like, specific style. Like, one was, like, salt, water, and oil thing. I'm not going to go into all that. But, yeah, they all have their own styles. And I'm hopefully these cooking competition they're going to have is going to be good because they need their top 5 to face off against these top 5 so that they can get to the world behind, as they put it, to get the end goal of this arc. And I don't mind that this arc is more focused on the chefs and it's more about cooking because the Bambina pair arc was fucking insane, so it's fine to have an arc that's kind of got a little bit of world building, it's some over-the-top stuff, but it's nothing like, oh my god, he's slicing mountains with his tail and taking naps in the atmosphere and shit. Like, none of that crazy fucking overblown Toriko hype shit. Just some hyped cooking. Hopefully the cooking is creative and cool, because I am interested in the cooking of the Toriko series. It is very well depicted and always very fun, usually. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this chapter. The artwork was very good, as always. Mitsutoshi not like the most amazing artist ever, but it's always nice and detailed, and you can usually always tell what's happening. It's usually never too confusing as to what's going on. Usually. Sometimes it is, but that's rare. It's usually when there's like a dude fucking covered in blood with crazy long-ass black hair and it's all mixed up, and that's like, you know, but that hasn't happened in a while, so, you know. Yeah, that's the artwork. It was good. The pace of the chapter was fine, you know, it was a nice read. It didn't sit on any scene for too long or anything. It's hard to talk about the pacing of a manga chapter, but I mean, I think you know what I mean. And the story progression, I'd say it's fair for a manga chapter. You know, we got the whole spirit thing going on, a little bit more world building, you know, the whole competition that's about to go down. We got introduced to these top 5 chefs, so it's moving along nicely. The story has, you know, progressed. So I'd probably give this chapter around a 7.5 to a 7.8. It's a good chapter to slightly above good. Nothing like amazing. It was like an okay chapter from an entertainment, perspective. But objectively, I'd say it's like a good chapter of Toriko. So, yeah, at least the first chapter of Toriko I reviewed is good. But I mean, when does Toriko release a bad chapter? Honestly. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think of this chapter of Toriko in the comments section below. Follow me on Instagram, that would be awesome. Give this video a thumbs up, that would also be awesome. Subscribe if you like what you've seen here, or if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.